Today you're going to learn what an average is. Averages are something that you might be more familiar with than you even know. Did you know that every time you get a grade on your report card, that is an average of your score in that subject for the trimester? Let's begin investigating averages by taking a look at an example. So let's pretend that these are oranges. And let's say that they are in 3 different groups. I have one group of 4 oranges, another group of 9 oranges, and another group of 5 oranges. I want to know what the average is. These 3 bags do not have the same number of oranges. If the oranges are rearranged so that the bags have the same number of oranges, how many oranges will there be in each bag? That's what an average is. So what we want to do is we want to take all of these oranges and we're going to sit them outside of the bags and we're going to redistribute them so that there is an equal amount of oranges in each bag. And that number will be our average. Okay, so I've moved all of the oranges outside of the bags and we're going to redistribute them so that there's an equal amount of oranges in each bag. Okay, I'm going to start with this guy, move him into the first bag. We'll put this one into the second bag, the third bag, and I'm going to keep doing this until I'm all out. So this is how we can share something equally, right? Okay, so now let's see how many I have inside of each bag. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have an equal amount of oranges inside of each bag. So the average of 4, 9, and 5, which was the number of oranges that started in each bag, the average is 6. An average is, if we were to take that whole amount and distribute it equally, what would that number be? Let's take a look at this same problem another way. We had 4 oranges in the first bag, 9 in the second bag, and 5 in the last bag. Altogether, we had a total of 18 oranges, because if I add 4 plus 9 plus 5, I get 18. We then wanted to find the average. So we wanted to take those 18 oranges and figure out how many we could put into each bag so that we have an equal amount in each bag. So let's take a look at another bar, and this is how we found the average. We knew that we had a total of 18 oranges. We knew that there were 3 bags, so we wanted to split it up into 3 parts. So we're going to split it into 3 parts, and that's a basic division problem. What is 18, the total number of oranges, divided into 3 groups? 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So we were able to put 6 in each bag, and this is the average. We can fit 6 in each bag. So to find the average, we added up all the parts, 4, 6, and 9, and divided it by the number of groups, 3. Let's take a look at another example. Here I have marbles that have been stacked. I want to know what is the average number of the marbles. So I need to take a look here and see that there are 7 marbles here, 3 marbles here, 4, and 6. And I want to redistribute the marbles so that I have an equal number in each group. Let's first find out how many total marbles I have. What is 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6? Well, I see that this makes 10 and this makes 10. So altogether I have 20 marbles. And I want to put an equal number of marbles in each group. Well, I have 4 groups. If I take 20 and divide it into 4 equal groups, 20 divided by 4, I could have 5 in each group. And you can see here that I was able to redistribute those marbles so that there were, in fact, 5 in each group. So the sum of all the marbles we found was 20. This was our first step. And then our second step was to take the sum of 20 and divide it by the number of groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And we found that we could put 5 in each group. So the average of 7, 3, 4, and 6 let's try one more before you do a problem on your own. We have a picture graph of the fish caught by Andy, Christian, and Jamal on a fishing trip. Andy caught 5 fish, Christian caught 7 fish, and Jamal caught 3 fish. We want to know, on average, how much did each boy catch? So I'm going to write a sentence on the bottom that says, on the average, each boy caught blank fish. I'm going to do this the same way that I did the previous 2 problems. I'm going to add up the number of fish that Andy, Christian, and Jamal caught. So my first step is going to be to add 5 plus 7 plus 3. Well, 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Well, there's 3 boys, and I want to know on average how much did each boy catch. Now my second step is going to be to take that number of fish, total of 15 fish, and to divide it by 3, because there's 3 boys. And I want to know, if I distributed the fish equally, how many fish would each boy have? So 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So that means that on the average, each boy caught 5 fish. As you can see, the first step is always going to be to add each group up. The second step is always going to be to take that sum and to divide it by the total number of groups.